and welcome back. Today I have some things to update you guys on, but also I wanted to give kind of a serious note in this video today. You know, it's life is full of ups and downs, hills and valleys, and knowing how to navigate through those, nobody's been through this life before. And it's important to think things through and try to be creative and try to be there for people. Try to think of more than yourself. Well, today I got a call from my dad, and my stepmother has passed away. And it's not that we were especially close, we were a bit estranged, but I never disliked her. There was things about her maybe I didn't like, but at the end of the day, she is the one my father chose to be with. And I will always have a place in my heart for her because he chose her. And that should overshadow everything else. And I just feel that way about when your family makes choices, like my sister marries a guy that maybe there's things about him that I either like or don't like, but at the end of the day, who is going to be there for my sister? I'm over here in China. I'm not where they're at. I must respect their decisions and just pray for them and just be hopeful for them, help where I can. But if you are a person that prays like me, then maybe just say a prayer for my father in navigating this season of life. We know that when somebody passes, that the funeral and all of the things that go around it aren't for the person who died, but rather for the living. And so I guess I hope that, I have family that can connect and draw closer in this time. That would be the good that could come out of a situation that nobody looks forward to or enjoys. And I know she was battling with some things mentally for years, and I guess that fight is now done. I don't wish that on anybody. I hope if I live long enough on this earth that I don't have to go through the same thing, but you never know. If we live here long enough, we go through a lot of stuff. And I just hope that if you have lost loved ones, that you've taken out time for the people who are near and dear to you, because I heard it said from some very wise people before, it's not always in what you say or what you know. It's a lot of times in how well you listen and just let people get it out. Like I can tell you in speaking with my father, from what he shared with me was information-based, task-based, kind of just looking at it logistically of what's going to happen next. And of course, this is good, realistic, pragmatic thinking. But there's also that dealing with grief and some emotion that doesn't process right away for anybody. And that's not a slight against my father or anybody else. Not everything happens at the same time for everybody. And so when you're dealing with people in life and they're going through things, they might not always tell you what it is they're going through. Just realize that in life, it's going to happen. It's part of the human experience. So enough about the serious note. You may see some difference in lighting. I'm not done with the lighting yet. The video I gave earlier on in the week about the use of the Rodecaster video software, I didn't really like some of the angles and appearance of the video. I'm not going to redo the video, but for the next video for the DaVinci Resolve, I realized I'm missing a lens in my camera groupings, that I can't capture the right focal length because everything I have is at a certain distance. When you choose the focal length of your lens, you have to figure out how far your subject is away from the middle of the lens of your camera. And so what I had so far is just things like 80. I do have a 50 millimeter, but I need something that's even closer if I'm going to sit at the computer and do something while I'm showing my face. That's just such a minor thing though. There's also the change of schedule here. where a lot of children are going on their summer schedule. So that will mean a difference in my hours and my availability. So maybe I'll be getting some more videos out. Maybe I'll even learn some Chinese. I don't know. But there are some things coming. I know in the month of July, at least there's going to be the video on the DaVinci Resolve. And for those that if you don't know yet, you can look it up. There are two versions of this. One of them is kind of the pro or the studio version. The other one is a free download. So if you don't have a video editing software or something that you haven't invested a lot of time and energy to learn, try DaVinci Resolve. It could be a good start. It's got a lot of tools, and the longer you use it, the easier it gets. In the video, what I will talk about is my use case, kind of like I did for the Rodecaster video software. So it will not be all inclusive. It will not go into every menu option, but it's just going to be a down and dirty, this is how I do it, so that if you decide to use it for yourself, you got a starting place, a launch pad. Yeah. So with the schedule changing, again, maybe more videos, maybe learning Chinese, maybe I'll even get some scenery in here of going to the beach or a park or something like that. Obviously, if there's something that you guys want to see, just tell me in the comments below. I'm not making a lot of videos about China, and I don't want to be somebody that is on one side of the aisle for propaganda or agendas or anything like this. I can give you my honest take. Some of the stuff that I will talk about isn't going to be until I'm back in the States, because I just don't want to say anything that's not in a favorable light about the country where I'm at. It's just a general consideration. So try to be creative even in these seasons. I hope you've enjoyed the drawing videos this month. Hope to have a couple more for you. So again, I gain insight based on what you say in the comments, so I know where to focus energies to make videos that are helpful to you. Keep being out there, be watchful, listen, observe the world around you, be creative, and create your world.